Hi there, I'm Neal from CJ Auto Service. You've seen a few of our videos now. We're a car specialist over in Warrington, England, UK, Europe, world. That's where we are. So we get quite a lot of customers that come in that have bought a car recently and they've got issues. Problem, newish car they've bought, second hand, and they've got a lot of issues. So I want to do a video about how you can protect yourself the best. You can't be 100%, but what you can do to help protect yourself to the best of your ability. So that's what this is about. For people who've got no mechanical experience, a lot of people say, I'll bring a mechanic with me, but there's not much a mechanic can do really when they're there. But a lot of these things you can do yourself, you can do from home, you can do when you get there to have a look at the car. So let's just say for this scenario you want an Audi A4 and it's about 10 grand. So the best place to get the prices is eBay, Auto Trader, local dealerships. There's loads. You can go, right, is it the same spec, same make, same model, automatic, mileage, all that sort of stuff. Then you can get a baseline of your price and go, right, I found one online. It's 10 grand for Audi A4. Is it a good deal? What conditions is it going to be in? So we can ask some basic questions. First thing I'd check is the MOT, dead simple one. You go online, check the MOT history, check all the mileages, because then within the mileages you might go, hang on, it's done 20,000 miles every year, and then all of a sudden it's done 3. Might be an innocent reason for that, but then again it could have been clocked, it could have had something done to it, you don't know. So it's worth keeping an eye on that. It's not necessarily a red flag, but it's just something to look into. Advisories, failures. If it had a load of advisories last year and failures last year, are they now still there? Is it on the new MOT certificate? If it's not on the new certificate, where's the proof that it's been fixed? Because you don't want to buy a vehicle with 15 advisories, which could become serious, or it could have passed MOT on the Monday, failed MOT on the Monday, and then passed on the Tuesday. And you think, well, how's that happened when it's a massive list of repairs and you can't physically get that much work done in a day? So these things you can look at simply by using your laptop or your computer at home. Then HPI check, you can do that. You could, a couple of quid a line, I think. You can get a quick HPI check, see the outstanding finance on there, check the reviews of the place that is selling it, what sort of customer feedback have they got, are they reputable? Paperwork, so if it says it's had full service history, it's had a timing belt, brilliant, show me the paperwork. So you can phone them up and say, have you got all the paperwork to support your claim? What type of services it had? What has it had the timing belt and what mileage? These things are important, especially with wet belts. A lot of Transits now got wet belts, a lot of VWs are bringing out wet belts. You need to know the service history. It's important because if you don't, it's going to cause you big problems. Now regarding that, you need to know what type of oil's been in it. So there's no point just having a thing that says service. What did it have, an oil filter? Did it have a fuel filter? Has it had spark plugs? What's been done? I need proof. Otherwise, it's a waste of time. Insurance, you could check with insurance to see if it's been any crashes. It's always a good one to do. Don't buy a car off MOT history. Now an MOT is minimum standard. The government set it out and gone, it's the bare minimum for that car to be on the road. The amount of times we see customers come in and go, I bought this car, the MOT is clean, it's got a valid MOT, and you think, yeah, but it's not worth the paper it's written on half the time. It literally is the minimum standard. Are your tyres okay today? Yes. Will they be okay next week? Probably not, but they're okay now at time of test. You've probably heard that before. At time of test, it was fine. You can get some preventative stuff in there, but again, that's where your servicing comes in and your regular maintenance, not an MOT. So let's say you've gone through all that, you found your ID4, you got the price, you've gone through all your pre-checks of what you can do at home and a few phone calls. Now you're going to see the car. So you drove down, you've gone to see it, check all the paperwork. So does the MOT history, which is online, marry up with the service paperwork, which probably won't be online? Do the mileages look right? You're building a timeline of the vehicle. So you could do all that, check your timing belt, make sure the paperwork is right. You could even search the companies of where the paperwork come from, because anyone can make paperwork. You could let's copy a logo to a Word document and put whatever you want on it. So you could find them out, find the VAT numbers, search the companies themselves, even ring the garages up and ask for copies of the invoice, they'll give it to you. You're basically doing your due diligence to make sure everything is the way it's supposed to be. Then you can have a look at the car. Have a look at the car and go, gadgets, do all the gadgets. Does the sunroof work? Does the folding windows work? Do the wing mirrors work, do all the aircon work. Now, in this scenario, we've got a £10,000 car. If you're buying a £1,000 car, that's different. You might go to know what, it's £1,000, things aren't going to work, it gets me from A to B. But if you're spending a considerable amount of money, you want these little things to work. So it's worth checking all them. Give it a good road test. Again, you don't need to be a mechanic for this. You can listen to noises, you can feel the steering and the suspension, and just feel what it's like under power. Put your foot down a little bit, give it a good 5 to 10 mile road test and really get the engine warm. Now, if you turn up and the engine is warm, because they've warmed it up for you and took it for the test drive before you turn up, that is a massive red flag. There's no reason for them to do that other than it's got an issue. You want to see the vehicle from cold. So yeah, if it's warm or they've just road tested it before you turned up, yeah, that's a big red flag for me. Now, next one, tyres. Good thing to look at is the tyres. If it's got 4 different branded tyres around the vehicle, they're all mix matched, that's an indication that the vehicle's not been very well looked after. People have just chucked on whatever they can find, cheapest ones. And it could be it is a good indication of the type of servicing that it's had. They've just put 4 budget tyres, all different brands around the vehicle. Now, some vehicles it's not an issue, it just highlights it's not been very well looked after. But if it's a 4x4, something along them lines, in electric vehicles, it can be an issue because they've got different tread patterns, they wear differently, and they could cause steering issues and transmission issues. So again, another red flag. More than one key. What you don't want to do is pick up the car, buy it, brilliant, you're all excited, you get home and you go, shit, one key, what if I lose it? It's going to cost hundreds of pounds to get more keys and I'm locked out the car. So make sure there's more than one key. Again, that can reflect in the price. If it hasn't got more than one key, knock a few £100 off. So you've done all that, you've got your vehicle, you've got your price, you've got your pre-checks, you've been down, you've seen it, you're happy with it, now you're buying the vehicle. So everything's good. For me, I don't see the point in buying a vehicle cash. Unless they're going to knock thousands of pounds off the price, what's the point? Because you lose a lot of your protection. There's no electronic proof that you've bought that vehicle. So there's no point to buying cash. You might as well bang it all on a credit card and then a week later pay it off. It doesn't cost you any more money. Or put it on finance. Get finance on the vehicle. That way, with the finance, you've got protection. Even if you put the finance over 1 year and pay a lot, like £800-900 a month or whatever. Because you've got protection. If anything goes wrong with that vehicle, you can ring the finance company up because they own it. They own the vehicle until you've paid it off. So if there's some big problems with it, you can speak to them and say, help me out. Or if you have problems with the garage, with warranties, you can ring the finance company and go, help me out. You own the vehicle, look after me. So for me, credit card, finance. Avoid cash and bank transfer. There's just no point. You might as well bang it on a credit card and just pay it off next week. Right. Next one, warranty procedures. Some garages give a month, some garages give 3 months. Again, you're buying a £1,000 car, probably going to get a month. Again, it's a car to get you from A to B. Don't go to them and demand everything working. It's a £1,000 car. You're spending a decent amount of money, you want a good warranty, maybe 3 to 6 months warranty from them to say they will sort anything out. So this isn't an extended warranty, you want it with them as well. To say, look, I'm buying it from you, you need to help me out. Now, most companies sell an extended warranty, which is AA, RAC, Warranty Wise, something like that, which are good, but they don't cover everything. So maybe you want something in writing from the place that you're buying it from. So look, if they won't cover it, I want you to help me out, at least for the first couple of months, because otherwise I'm going to get stuck with the bill. Again, depends on the value of the vehicle. Cheap car, don't worry about it, just get from A to B. So yeah, warranty. Get it in writing, get a letter off them, get an email off them, get something off them. I've seen it, I've heard it, and it's a nightmare when you're trying to claim against some of these places. Repair paperwork, service paperwork, timing belt paperwork. Make sure you get all that when you buy the vehicle, because sometimes they'll go, yeah, we'll post it out to you, and they never do. Or then you phone them up weeks later and they go, oh, we've lost it. And now you're stuck with the car now and you've got no paperwork. And that paperwork helps you when you want to sell it on, it helps you when you want to do any regular maintenance on the vehicle, it's proof of what's been done before. And cooling off period. A lot of places have a cooling off period, a week, 2 weeks, like you do with finance, but possibly when you buy it from them. Ask the question, ask if there's any charges. There probably will be a charge per mile, which is fine, because if you don't want it, give it back. You might have lost a few £100, but it doesn't work for you, so you can get rid of it, you can offload it. Worth having, worth asking the question. So I think we've gone through everything you can pretty much do. So you found the vehicle, you know it's a reasonable price, you've done all your pre-checks, you've done your checks when you got to the vehicle, you've worked out how you're going to buy it and what you're going to get afterwards, the aftercare. So now you've bought the vehicle, you've gone home in it. What I would do from there is take it to your local garage and ask them to do a full safety inspection. Not one of these quick 15-minute kick me tyres and check it. No, I want to pay you for an hour's labour and I want you to check the full vehicle. Suspension, measure the brakes, do me antifreeze, me brake fluid, check everything, take me wheels off, go over the full car, code scan it, give it a nice long road test and go over it. It probably costs you about £100, £150 depending on where it is. But that's what you want. You want the full check, because then if they flag up loads of faults that you didn't know about, maybe even the place that are selling it didn't even know about, you buy it on the Friday or the Saturday, you go into the garage on the Monday, then on the Tuesday you're back at the car sales place going, I bought this off you a couple of days ago, it's got all these faults, fix them or I'm returning the car. That simple. Whereas if you wait weeks or months down the line or wait for its next service, it's too late. You've either missed your warranty period or they could claim it's wear and tear of the vehicle. You've only had it for 3 or 4 days. How much wear and tear can you put on it in 100 miles or a couple of 100 miles? Get it done straight away. There's no arguments. Well, it shouldn't be. You cover yourself and it's worth spending that £100. And what I would do from there, you spend the £100, comes back with a clean bill of health, everything's fine. From there, I would give it a full service. Spend the money and get a full service, because when you buy cars from a car dealership, any dealership pretty much, they don't want to spend money. So every part that they fix cheap, usually. Don't know, there are some good ones. There are some good ones that will spend money on quality parts. But most of the time they'll say, yeah, we've serviced it for you, we'll give it a full service. Well, what's a full service? Did you do everything? Did you do my spark plugs, my fuel filter? Did you take all my wheels off? Did you fully clean all my brakes? Did you do my brake fluid and my antifreeze? They're not going to do any of that because they don't have to. They told you it's been serviced, and by rights it has been serviced. It had a quick oil and filter on it and chucked it out the door. No, for my peace of mind, I would go, look, I'm going to put a full service on this because I know it's been done. And I know I'm good then for another 12 months for the next service, which will be a small one. So it's worth spending that money because you've got a £10,000 investment or whatever it is. Spend the money and get a full service. It's done then, it's out the way. Don't always believe what they tell you. There's some good ones. There's some very, very good ones. But again, they don't like spending money. It's your car. Extended warranties. So you get an extended warranty with the RAC, the AA, or whatever it is. You think, brilliant, I'm covered. 6 months or 12 months warranty. I don't have to pay anything. Not quite true. Say, for instance, the gearbox goes. They might come round and say, right, well, we're going to pay the garage £50 an hour. That's capped. Our labour rate is capped at £50. But then you bring it to the garage and the garage charges £100 an hour and a 10-hour job. You're going to have to pay the additional. So they'll cover half of it. They'll cover the gearbox and they'll cover half the labour, but not all the labour. So you are going to come out with a bill at the end of it. So just be aware of that. It doesn't cover everything. It won't cover wear and tear. And they may not even cover, they won't cover any consequential damage. So if something breaks and then that component breaks something else, they may not even cover that. So it doesn't cover everything. So don't get upset if you get a small bill at the end. They are good to have, because if you get a £1,000 bill and they cover 600, 700, £800 of it, brilliant. But you are going to come out with a small bill. That's it, pretty much. That's about all you can do. Don't own cars in a minefield. You put 10 cars in a row, 8 of them will be perfect, 2 of them will be a nightmare. It is a lucky dip of which one you pick. Everything we've gone through here helps you, it gives you a bit of an idea, and you're protecting yourself the best way you can. Now, the only thing I suggest is, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a solicitor or anything like that, but I do know, you buy anything, it has to be fit for purpose. So if you buy a car, you go through all of this, and something goes catastrophically wrong within a couple of days or a week or whatever it is, and the dealership refuse to help you, you have got rights. Go to see some lawyers, solicitors, get legal advice. You have got rights. Whatever you buy has to be fit for purpose. So worth getting that advice on that one. We see a lot of customers go, I don't know what to do, and they told me I've got no warranty. You have got warranty. You've got warranty. You buy something, you get warranty. What the warranty is what you determine before, and there is some sort of legal stuff on there, but again, I'm not a solicitor. So hope this has been a help for you all, and any comments, let us know. If I've missed anything, let me know. There's probably a few things in there that people can do that I've not thought about, so yeah, let me know if there's any bits on there that I've missed. Thank you.